Good morning. Let me get some music going real quick. Ooh, that's loud. There we go. I think that's good. I hope. Alright. Is music good? Alright, cool. Cool. Alright. Starting a little bit early today. Because it's a very, very busy week. I know it's only my second week. But it's a very, very busy week this week. So I'm gonna start early, try to get these colors done. And then I got to go do my other stuff, sadly. Hopefully Friday everything should chill back out. So, alright. So we did the vampire. Finished off with the vampire. So we did that. So now we're going to do the ghost. Which is going to be a very, very interesting one. Because he's supposed to be glowing, but with stickers you can't really make them glow. So we'll do the best to emulate it as much as possible. Alright, so because it's a base color. We're also going to do the blood. We're also going to color this exact same color. We'll come back and work on the eyes later. Okay. This. One of the things I like to do is I like to take a color or take a generic like gray or whatever and just kind of like push it into the blue or push it into a different color. It makes it look more, I don't know the word, fuller or whatever. I guess that's the word. But it gives it more of a sheen than just a flat gray. So we're going to go ahead and color these. Alright. So now we got the base colors. We're going to do something a little bit different than we did with the other one, but something I like to do. I'm going to take this color, we're going to drive it over here. Get it a little bit brighter. I don't know how this is going to look on white, in a white background. We'll find that out. But we're going to change the outline to like a blue. So sure we get only the not the blood. So for the blood, we're going to bring it up a bit. I'm gonna try this. Not gonna make much of a difference. But yeah. Straighten that up a bit. Yeah. It's a small one. And for the eyes, we're going to do probably the exact same thing, but we're going to just go straight white. Just straight flat white. Looks like I missed some things in there. There we go. So we're not going to do nothing with the knife. I think the knife looks fine the way it is. Need some water. So for the ghost, there's not much shading here. It's mostly going to be on the knife. So we're gonna be work that right here. We're gonna get more of a softer than melt brush. Gonna kind of like do it like this. Make sure the shadows are away from the thing. So we're gonna do this. Gonna have the, of course, it's reflecting because the ghost is glowing. Gonna push it up a bit. Why don't we have just straight white? See what that works. Yeah, that works fine. Maybe have it blended a bit better. So we're gonna blend. This is how I like to blend. Just get the soft airbrush. Just kind of run it over. Same thing with this. Just bring it back. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's best just to use the original color. So maybe bring it up a bit. Lower the accuracy on this. Just gonna have it like sheening on the, so it doesn't look like super unnatural. Yeah, there we go. Gives it that glow. Push it down a bit. There you go. Alright, so I'm probably gonna go on the inside, cut it down a bit, and we're just gonna do a white outline on the inside with the soft brush as well. Even though we can't use the glowy thing because it doesn't show up on paper, it still gives it that illusion that it's glowing. Probably with some of it on the blood as well, because the blood doesn't escape from the light as well. There we go. So if you wanted to, we can take this and bring it in a bit and then do some center stuff as well to kind of really emphasize that blue. There. Really make it stand out. And there. It looks like a ghost. So or at least that's how I do it. Okay, well the ghost didn't take long, just like with the line work. So we're gonna go with the witch now. Since we have them on separate layers, I might want to make that bigger. Make that a little bit bigger. Maybe wider too. There we go. Alright, so now we got the star. Probably go here and just erase everything that's inside of it. Give it more of that full look. Probably put some line work in here to kind of fill it in. So we're going to combine these bottom two layers. We're going to leave this kind of on its own up here. Just be safe. Alright, we're going to make another layer underneath the line layer. And let's see. So, same for the witch hat. It could be, we can make it purple. Like a purplish black color. Or like black, or like a darker grayish color with like a purplish like highlight on it. So, like this. So it'll be like this, and then we can find like a suitable purple like that. Might make this purple as well. Probably do it the old-fashioned way. Probably the best. Paint bucket tool's great, but sometimes it just leaves these little residues, which is very off. It gets on my nerves. Probably gets on everybody's nerves. Pretty sure there's, excuse me, there's a fix for it, but I haven't found it yet. Or I don't know about it, or maybe I do, I just forgot about it. Which is normal. Can't remember day to day. Alright, so got this. When we go to the highlights, we'll put that in there. Alright, so I'm not sure what color to make the stars. But I do know what color to make the broom because it's pretty straightforward. So we'll work on this when we think about what color to put to make what color to make the stars, and possibly the slime itself. Well, slime itself probably be like a light teal green-ish. Give it more that Wicked Witch of the West type thing that everybody's familiar with, but not exactly like it. So that could be cool. Alright, so look at this. Yeah, I did that on purpose. Going back to color over it. Or the rope. So is that a rope? I thought that this is a rope. I thought that was a knot. Like a knot in the wood. I didn't know they were a rope. I can go back and fix that. Let's see. So this right here, we're gonna make red. Because why not? Alright, so this is rope. You need to go back and make the loops in the rope. If this is rope. Real quick. So take this and then right here, and then we'll here and right there. Oh, there. That. To give it like more like a rope. I think it came out looking okay. Alright. back. All right. So we're going to go with a. It's really hard because I've never used a teal green before. It's a bluish, I think. I think this. Let's try this. Let's try some colors. See what they look like. Okay. I wonder if we should keep like this, like color the same as the slime, and just have the eyeballs a different color. To make it look like it's just wrinkles because they're old. I don't know. Let's try some colors for the stars. Let's try this one. This looks really abrasive. Okay, maybe not as much. Oh, that is pink. Here. It doesn't fit a lot with the color that we have, because the color palette we have is black and purple with teal. So let's try like a more purplish color. Alright, that might be too bright. Or we could just make it gold. Gold or bronze, like a metal type thing. Or silver. You can go silver. No. Should it be gold or silver? Yeah. Let's try silver. Alright, so how I do silver is similar to how I did the grayness on the knife. So I pick gray, and I'll go with a cooler color, like obviously blue. Probably get lighter, probably more towards purple. And I'll go up to about midways, and then kind of start, maybe do. This is a silver, so it was a brighter color. The metal, so I'll go up towards the white and go over just a little bit. It won't fully show up until I do the highlights. That's when it, fully shows itself. But okay. So the reason why I wanted to go with silver instead of like a actual color, is because we're going to take the line work for the stars, and we're going to change them to a different color. So with it being silver, we can go up to like a brighter color like this, and then we'll just color it in. This is residue from, yeah, there. Wow. So we'll have to go in and fix this, which I don't know why it's not working. Okay. There we go. So I had to find the right layer. because it has like all those other colors all bunched up together. It shouldn't be. Okay. So make another layer on top of that, and we'll gradient it. So we'll have the bottom black, and then we'll have the top white, just a little bit of white. Then we'll lower it so we get that kind of like that silver look to it. Though I think it's a little bit too much, so either go really, really hard on it like that, or we just kind of leave it like it is. So I think we should just like that. There. And of course when we go, oops. And of course when we go back and we do like the little highlights and the details and stuff on it, we'll make it stand out a little bit more. But for right now, this is what it looks like. All right. So we have the purple and the black for what you call it. So we need to know what to make the eyes. What are witches' eyes usually colored? I don't know. Excuse me. I mean, I would mean like the easy guess is like, oh, we're just gonna make it purple, but I don't think that would work very well. Because it'll just blend too much in. It won't be as interesting. So I think we should make their eyes a little bit different. So. Nope. Nope. Actually, looks pretty good, actually. Alright, let's mess with it a bit. No. Where are all layers? There we go. So let's spin it down to 3. There. Let's do that. Let's try that. Let's get the soft brush. Go it up to actually not that far. Go up to about right here. Start fading in like a little shading or whatever. Then we go down here. Yeah, right here. Just like they had in the sketch, because she had a gradient there. Right here, and then we're gonna go darkness towards the top. So we're gonna spread this middle section out a bit, or try to. There we go. That actually does look pretty nice. But now is the question: do we keep it like it is now, or do we like we make this right here like white? Do we go ahead and color that in white, or do we just leave it like it is? I just looked at that as just wrinkles. Like, how did you have the idea for the original drawing? White. Okay, we'll do that. Okay. Back here, so it's everything's underneath, and we'll just kind of color that in loosely. All right. There. There. Looks too much trying to hold itself together, so it looks kind of off. So I think I have a fix for it. So we go to the original layer, the turnip pin, and we're just gonna fill some stuff in, make it more of like an eye. There we go. And this one just gonna have like a little thing like that. Let's just shape it just a bit, just enough. And then we're gonna go back in. And with white, just there we go. Yeah, because you don't want to have too much like white, like just standing out there. I mean, a little bit is okay. I mean, I do it all the time, but it's very strange. It looks very off-putting when it has it like that. All right, so now the fun part is the shading. So we're going to go to our turnip pin because these shades are more cell shaded, for at least the slime itself. So we're going to go here. We're going to have to adjust these a bit. Excuse me. Go ahead. Selection. Try to make them go in a little bit just so they get fully covered in. Don't want to have like any white things at the very ends of these. Just be very. I'm gonna expand it by 3 pixels just to make sure. Alright. Now that we have it like that, cut it down to about, let's say 30 to 28% this time around. And then we'll do this. Well, actually I'm missing a part down here. I'm gonna expand that also by 3 pixels as well. There. Okay. So, gonna get the shading under the hat because there is no light, obviously under that hat. There. Do some shading on the eyes to insinuate that they're popping out a little bit, just a little bit. Right. Just gonna have it come down here. Alright. Probably put some stimulus down at the bottom. I mean, if you really, really want to, we could just go and do some like little things here. Yeah. About some things right here. There we go. I mean, it makes them look like worse than the other slime we made. Alright. Round that out a bit. I mean, just a little bit of shading on the wrinkles on the eyes to give it that little bit more of a detail. It's something that doesn't need to be done at all. But yeah. Alright, so wood and the rope, basically the broom. It's gonna be a little bit difficult because of all the stuff. So make sure we get everything. I actually do the eraser to erase all these right here. Oh, no. So it's a little bit tricky. Let me bring it in a bit. Alright, there we go. A little bit wonky, but hopefully we can make it work. Bring this one out a bit. Sure, it's going all the way up to the line. Yeah, all the way out to the line. Sure, these lines are covered as well. Simulation stuff right here, so it doesn't get out. Alright, now we go back to turnip. And the wood has a little bit of ripples in it. We could get away with the knot, making like the knots and stuff like that. Like the knots in the wood and stuff like that. Like shading, we can probably get away with it entirely without doing that. Like just do this. But I like doing stuff like that. A little bit of detail. But if you're doing something similar, you don't have to. You don't really like, the less is more, obviously, especially if you're trying to get stuff done quickly. Alright. Now the straw part of the broom. So this one may be a little bit different because we want to make sure it insinuate the bristles. There we go. Just to give it like a little bit of that insinuation that the bristles are there. Alright. Okay. Now for the hat, which we won't. It's only for, yeah. But which we won't need to. separate any of that. Didn't really have to put the broom either. It's just makes it safer. So we're gonna make these dark because they're underneath it, and it's the same cloth as these up here. So we're gonna do the cloth up here. Just give it a little bit of shading for wrinkles and all that. All right, like this. My foot's falling asleep. All right, here. Here. There. Okay, so remember when I said we're gonna add like purple? This is what we'll need this for. Perfect. All the editing layers. This is pain. Yeah, you know, I'm not even gonna use it. I'm just gonna do it without. Alright. So we're gonna do paint purple. Make it almost black. Go to the soft. Just kind of give it a little bit of it. All right. And then we're going to do the same thing. We'll make that purple, but we're going to go a little bit brighter with it, like very bright with it. Alright, so I'm going to make that off here. Might be best to use this on a different layer. Yeah. So this layer is 30, this layer is also going to be 30. Alright, so that we can erase this part right here. Might do some more over here. You might also go back here and add a jet black as well, just to kind of give it. Right. The broom has a shadow. You mean like on the slime itself, or? Probably. We have to figure out where it's at, opposed to it, where the light is coming from. Because we could probably put it there and stuff like that, but. Let's move it out a bit. Yeah. There we go. You might also want to smooth out the highlights as well, because it's a little bit too bright. There. I'm gonna lower it just a bit more. There. There we go. Now we have our thing. But while I was doing that, I did find some stuff that was up with this. So have the eraser on. Alright. That little bit right there. Make sure everything's covered and then go back, put it back on. There. There. Okay. So now that we have that, we can probably go around and do. I guess we can put the shadow of the broom there. But that'll make it probably basically cover up this right here. Or like that. Alright. So we have. So now that we have our. Okay. Right, we have our basic or highlight level right here, so we could start doing the highlights. See if they work. No, they're tier 2. Right, it's gonna be on a separate layer. So we're going to. Put the. Like this. Some, make some like brushes that are shining through. Yeah. Alright. And if you really wanted to, which we do, put some stuff right here. But we might want to use a completely different brush for that. More softer brush for this. Just to add some highlights. Nothing too fancy. Still keeping it the way it is. Alright. And we can also go up here and add highlights to this to really bring these out. So, like this. Also the exact opposite on the bottom. Technically. Actually, I think it'd be best just to get rid of that and just make just a little bit of a swipe of light around it. Swipe this, swipe that. And have that light right there. It gets bright lights. Gives it that little kind of like a sheen feel. Alright. Then that's pretty much, the witch is pretty much finished. Well, we did the eyes. We did the gradient for it and gave it a nice color. I don't know what else we could do with it. We even got like a little bit of shading on it. I mean, I don't know what else to do with it. Unless you want, did you want them to glow? Or did you want them to be like this? I thought that's what you had. It's like they're like this, but they're kind of gradient, which is different from the eyes of any other slime we've done so far. Had them fade center. So I mean, it does have a very weird staring look. But I don't know what you mean by, like, have them fade. I mean, I do have them gradient it right here. Okay. So, like that? Oh, not like that. Like this? Okay, maybe not. Like that? We'll probably have to meet in person. You can show me what it is. So what you mean? Which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. If you come there and just show me what it is. Not now, but after I'm done. I want to go ahead and just keep working on these because we're already almost an hour in, and we still got 3 of them to do. We only did 2 in an hour, so we need to leave that alone for the moment and come back to it. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna ban that word from our chat. Cause I don't like people saying sorry for stuff that don't need to be sorry about. So anyway, it's fine. It's all good. It's just I can't understand things as much when I'm reading something, as opposed to if somebody's just showing me and telling me. Like, you can say the exact same thing in person that you just wrote, and I would understand it. Stand it. I don't get it. But if you write it down, I read it, I cannot understand it. Just I don't know what's wrong with that. I do somewhere. So all right, we'll worry about that later. Again, I have 3 more to do. But these shouldn't be too bad because they're not as detailed. So we're gonna go with a pumpkin orange. The all right. All right. All right. So pumpkin's like top like this, but I needed to go back and change this up a bit. Wanted it to get bigger as it got down to the thing. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. Make it a little bit bigger so it makes it look like an actual pumpkin, even though it's slime. So yeah, this one's gonna be a little bit strange. But we're going to color the candles. All right. Do this. Yeah, less like an apple, more like an actual pumpkin. Which it does. Just extending it at the bottom does make a big difference. You are right as always. I don't like that dot being there. Yeah. All right. So now I got the pumpkin at the base colors. We're going to, although I should have done this a long time ago, just color that just completely black. We are going to have like a little bit of a thing. We might actually just go ahead and color this black as well. Because it's not an actual slime in a pumpkin like I thought it was. It's a slime itself. So we're going to make it look more like a slime itself. But we're going to have the reflections of the fire inside of the eyes. That's the finishing touches. So now that we have that, we can do this. We can make a clipping mask on top of it, like we always do. And then we lower the occupancy to 50. And then we go. So we also got to know where the fire from the candles are going to be flickering, which are pretty obvious. They're going to be flickering upward towards like this area right here. So we got to make sure to keep that in account when we do our lighting. This one might be a little bit darker, excuse me, than the last. And of course there. Could probably do better with setting these up a bit more. because doing this is just a lot of unnecessary work. You know, this way, I know there's ways to set up. I learned how to set them up set everything up a different way where you don't have to do this. But I completely forgot how to do it. So, all right. So now we go back, and now we do our. Oh, that is big. That's really, really dark. Okay, like this. So these lines right here are just drawn on. So what we'll do later is we'll do like a pencil brush thing over the lines and make it look like it's just, make it look like it's just like drawn on. Oh. So I don't know what it. Well, I think what looks scarier is the shadows coming from the top and the light coming from the bottom. Makes it look more menacing. So let's just try that. See how that works. Because, I mean, it doesn't have to really make sense too much. Like, again, these are cartoons after all. So, you just got to be mindful of the candle light that's going to be coming from them. Which we should have mapped out. But, let's just have a shadow right here. Make it look a little bit more menacing. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. And yeah, we'll do stuff like you know, kind of shade it in. Actually, I think we could do that right now. We go ahead and select this little bit right here. Just make sure these don't get weirded out. So we'll do this. We'll go all the way down with these two, all the way down to here. And then we'll take the eraser, turn it to soft, make it a little bit bigger, and just gently bring it back up. So this particular slime doesn't have to really make much sense. I think it's actually better that it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't have the same texture or whatever as the other ones. It's just an anomaly. I like that idea a lot. So we don't have to follow the rules of other slimes, which are gelatin-like. So, there we go. Oh. Cover that up. It's already looking more menacing. Alright, how about this? We take this, and we're going to darken it a bit. Oh. Of course it does everything. Alright, we'll go back and select all of it. Like it did before, but we're going to go ahead and make this that darker color. I'm going to go back and fix this real quick. There. And then we're going to do. I keep forgetting to do that. Just go in there. All right. And then we're going to go back to the original pumpkin color, and with the soft brush, just kind of bring it back up. Probably best to do it right here. Yeah. And we can do some more brightness down here. Alright. We will have the fire reflecting, so that's going to be just fine. And then we're going to get off that, actually. Yeah, it looks way more dark and demented, especially when we add the pentagram down at the bottom. It looks way more menacing now, which is this is what we wanted. All right, so now the candles. Go ahead and go ahead and do the little bit of shading on those. Since they have a light at the top of it, the bottom of it's going to be covered. But only the middle. We're going to leave the edges like normal. Right? Doesn't really have to be perfect because candles are a little weird with their stuff. So we're going to do the same thing for this one. We're gonna go all the way up to the top. I'm gonna just do it like this because we're gonna shade off the top and kind of make it gradient. I've already saved before I started at the pumpkin and halfway through the pumpkin. Again, it saves every 10 minutes or so, and I'm not too worried about it. Like if my computer shuts down or whatever, I still have my stream to go back and look at it and stuff like that. So I'm not too worried about it. For these particular illustrations, but I do appreciate it. All right, here. So like this, and now we're going to erase the top. This is gonna be really hard to do because it's attached to the same layer as the other ones. I actually might wanna soften them up as well, just in general. So we're gonna do that. So, all right. So that looks a little bit weird, but we will fix that. So we're just gonna tag these, just these, nothing else, on the layer. That's show you kind of an easy way to do it. It's not the most efficient way to do it, but it's the easiest way to do it. Alright, cool. So now that we got those tagged, we're going to go up to filter, blur, glossy, and blur. And then we're just going to up the strength. And there we go. And then we're going to go back with the eraser. Just kind of like erase this bit right here, these little things. Right. So I wonder what that was. Where that was at? Right there. Right. Alright, right here. Okay. Are you gonna tag them again? Because I've noticed some stuff I could do with it. Alright, right here. I don't know if you can hear Discord going off, so I apologize if it is. I wonder if we can just do. Okay, it does the entire thing. I wonder if it could just the save. We could just do that. All right, so we're just going to softly just go down, just erase it, make it less harsh. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. Alright, it is what it is. I think it's fine. Okay, so now we got that. We're going to do the fire. Now the fire is going to be on the very top layer, on a separate layer onto its own. We're going to go ahead and add glow, and then we're going to start making the little candle. We're going to start with yellow. I'm going to do with the let's do a design pencil. Let's see how that looks. That looks cool. All right, try to make it flow up. Doesn't matter where the wick is facing, it's always flowing up. Alright, so now we got it flowing up. We're going to add some orange in there on the edge. And then we're going to add some white to the center right here. Oh, that's too much. There we go. Yep. So now we're going to do a filter blur. We're going to do a motion blur. And then we're going to try to face it where it's pointing straight up. So right now it's like that. And you kind of turn it where there is facing straight up. Alright, then we're going to lower it a bit. There we go. And now we have fire. Or, like, the things are lit. And now we can start doing the cool things of having the reflection. Because it is a slime after all. So we're just gonna tag these. We're gonna copy and paste them. And now we're gonna move the top ones into here where they normally would be. And then we would probably go to transform, go to mesh transform, and then we could just curve it. And using this, just kind of curve it in. This can be very tedious and very difficult to do, right? But I'm going to try my best to get it. Okay. Because all it needs to do is be just a little bit curved. There. So that one is set. This one, we're just going to move into here. I don't think we need to do much. We could, though. Over it, if it'll actually let us. Oh, okay. I think I have to hit OK and have it sit there, and then mesh. Alright, yeah, mesh will pop up. So we just have it a little bit warped. So it's not completely like the exact same. Here. Okay. There we go. Now this one, we're going to do the same thing we did to the other one. Should move it about here. And then we're going to mesh it with the back or the eye. Like that. So we have other layers that we just lower the occupancy a bit. And now we have our, okay, up it a bit. And then we're probably going to glossy and blur it. Nah, too much. Because it's a, like, a reflecting, but it's kind of blurred reflection. So we're going to do it shrink to 5, and then we're going to lower it. Okay. We're going to do some things to try to make it flow better. So we're not gonna do white. It's not bright. This. Just add some light to it. Let them know it's just an actual surface. Okay. But for the candles themselves, we're probably going to add like a little bit of white glow to it to give it. It is a candle. It is the primary source of the light. That's too much white. Takes away from the warmth. So, we're gonna. Yeah, there we go. Alright. I kind of like that small one. Reflecting, it just doesn't look proper. I know it's supposed to be the same like texture throughout the entire thing, but it just doesn't look right. Oh, I don't want to take that. Let me just take it, just erase it a bit. So that it's still reflecting, but it's not as attenuated as the eyes. Which does make the eyes a much different looking thing, but I think it looks menacing as it is. So I'm going to add a layer on top. Actually, no. This layer is going to go on top of the actual line works. It has to. And I'm going to this, put it down to 20, go back up here to this brush. Let's see. You know, kind of give it that like bulging out look a little bit. See if this. We're just playing around right now. That's what art is. We're just playing around. Just seeing what works and what doesn't. I can just do that. So we take this, we just swoop. Sadly, I don't think it's gonna work right, so we'll can that idea. We will, however, add some stuff around it. There. Just kind of give it that little bit, and we'll probably lower it even more. So I want to kind of give it that like very mystique type thing, where it's like there is no eyeballs. It's just a black hole, but you can see stuff reflecting off of it. Maybe even lower it a bit more. Okay, so now we're going to add this. Which we do need now. Need a shadow down here since it is on the ground. So we're going to do that underneath it. Now light doesn't make sense. Then again, this entire thing doesn't make sense. So we could do without, because there is light coming from the bottom instead of the top, so it's not really excuse me, sitting down on anything. Alright, so to finish this off, we're gonna go straight over the lines right here with like just a very crude pencil. Just kind of makes it look like it's just drawn on. Give it that drawn on feeling. Yeah, just to give it that situation. This is a quote-unquote Halloween costume. There's also some stuff I need to fix. I see it. Oh. I saw it. I swear I saw it. I think it's here. Yeah. Okay. So where is the layer at? This one here. Just erase this. Basically give it that look. Here. We could probably do it over the eyes. Okay, so to kind of give it that very strange look. Yeah, it makes it look even more off. I think this is like the scariest, supposed to be this quote-unquote scariest looking one, but it's still kind of goofy. Because again, this is supposed to be a slime at the end of the day. So. Just to give it that little bit. Alright. Alright, well, that's done. Now we need to move on to the last two. That one took a little bit longer than I thought. But yeah. Again, that's just how it is. Okay. So I already know kind of the colors for this one, so I'm going to go ahead and do those real quick. We're going to go with a green-ish for like a dead green, or what I call a dead green, for some of these things right here. And we're going to go with a white, but with a little bit of emphasis on the same green. And we'll go back and fill that in as we need to. So hopefully this won't take too long. Yeah, this is fully done. All right. I hate doing this. I do have to say, as long as I've been using this program, I do think the Paint Bucket tool was way better than on like Microsoft Paint or Photoshop. Then again, I think a lot of things are better than Microsoft Paint. Yeah, I'm gonna put that right there. It's probably not perfect, but nothing ever is. Alright. And we're going to cheat a bit. We're going to move over to the ghost. Tag that. Go over here. And just fill that in. This middle. Alright. So we have our slime that's wrapped up as a mummy, or attempted to be wrapped up as a mummy. Just do the shading. So on top, put it at 50%, where I like to start off. And just kind of, right now we're just going to block the feel of it, because it's like this. It's nothing too crazy. Okay, now that we got the base filled, now we can go in and do like the crazy amounts of stuff, like which is underneath all these, to kind of give it that fuller look. Alright. Okay. Like this. Even this out a bit. Give this some more depth as well. This just had to be much. Just this. Kind of doing the same thing we did last week with the OC redraw. Do it like that. now we do the highlights, which we might can pull it off. No, we might pull it off here, but just like it is a slime after all, so putting some stuff here. Go to this soft brush and just kind of. Okay, maybe it needs to be on another layer actually, because this is very, very light. I can't even see it. Just kind of put some emphasis that these are wrappings. Okay, and then go here. We're going to this right here, here. There. Forgot about this. Let's see. It's right here. Alright. So, I think what'll make this a little bit more full is if we do the slime on the outside, we actually do like maybe a lighter thing. So, for the outside of it. Oh, it's why is it? Yeah. There. So basically you do stuff like this to make it look like it's actually bulging out. And don't worry, we're going to go back over with shading on these parts. Which is right now we're just trying to get a feel for it. There. Bottom. Alright. So now go one above, do that, and then we're going to do black, but we're going to lower the octave down a bit. Because it still needs to be brighter than the other one, and then we're going to fill it in like so. Since it's black, it's not going to mess with the other ones like at all. Alright. Alright. We lower. There we go. Huh. Let's see if we need anything else. I think that's pretty much it for this particular one. Take some of this green, maybe go back over some of the bandages and stuff. Just very, very lightly go over the bandages, not too much. There we go. Don't worry, it's not gonna be this dark. We're gonna lower it. but it's just to give it that little bit of fulfillment. Alright, we're gonna get rid of that, and then we're gonna go back and do it the right way. Just kind of give it. There we go. Okay. We could do something else just to make it. We'll try this. Do black up here. Ready, erase. Alright. Now we go up here, go to white. There. So it looks slightly more fuller. We can lower it. Okay. I think we about did all we can do with that one. That one's a pretty simple one color-wise. Does have a lot of unique stuff to it. Like the pumpkin and the witch did. Alright, so the mad scientist. Okay, we have this. We have assets. We have the goggles and the eyes. I think we can get away with basically combining I think we can get away with combining both of those, and then we can go back underneath it. Alright, so obviously let's start with the eyes, which are obviously white for now. Go here. Maybe this for the goggles for now. We're gonna go with a very wood colored for these. Right. We're going to this. We're gonna go slightly a bit brighter for the beakers. We're even going to color the liquid inside for now. Right, but not the liquid on the outside. Man, I'm getting hungry. Alright. Right here. This. Yeah, I didn't eat breakfast this morning. I might eat me something after I get done. Just a little something. Alright. Alright, now we're going to get a darker brown for the wrap. Same thing we did with for thing, but honestly we're going to go a little bit on the warmer side. for these, for this one. More of an iron look to it. Alright, so here. I don't know why I'm correcting it. It should be okay. But I'm weird like this. Make sure everything's like as good as it can be. I just don't like these little chips and stuff like that hanging around. Alright. Okay, so now is the slime color. So an evil scientist making potions in a lab usually wears a white coat, lab coat. Usually has white gray hair, crazy hair. This one doesn't have any of that. So we're gonna do kind of like the next best thing. So we're gonna start off with a base color of white that is on top of the thing. So we're gonna do the base color of white. Right here, there. But we're going to do a gradient into something else to make it a little bit more interesting. So he's not going to be just all white. So, let's try out some gradients. So we're going to do in the layer, make sure we don't mess with the layer below it. So we can start with this type of green, just to make a weird color. Let's see. Let's make it more of a gradient. I kind of like it, but we're gonna try some different ones. So we're actually gonna make this a circle gradient, so we can. Okay, no, we're not. We're gonna go back to normal gradient. This, and then we're just gonna switch the colors. We want to be kind of like just a normal gradient. So we tried this color. I like it, but we're going to try a couple other colors to see if they work a little bit better. So we're going to start with that's like a bluish color. We're going to go more of a greenish color, and let's see what that looks like. Okay, it looks a little better, but it's going to look like more like the glowing stuff that's going to be in the test tubes. So I don't want to be too much to that. So let's go down. Just try this like weird looking pink right here. I mean, it looks good, but probably not. We can use this for a different, yes, there is a wavy gradient. So we'll change it to this. We'll get rid of this, and this is what it looks like. Well, actually, there. Little stuff like that. So we can go in a little bit, change it to different, like that. But it doesn't look great on the So on the slime itself. So we do have like a more of a fade in like this, but that makes it look like more like a candy cane. Let's change it back to the original color that I had them. I can't remember what it was, and I didn't save it. Sadly, for some reason, it didn't save it. So I think it was somewhere around here. I think it was this one right here. Yeah. So we're gonna go. All right. We're gonna stick with this color, and we're gonna kind of form the waviness. I think I found something, so we can do like that, make it all wavy. We could go in and like with the blur tool and then kind of make it like an actual wave. It would look something like this. Like that. Yeah. So we could probably do something. I kind of like that actually. I'm gonna keep that. I like that a lot. So now we're gonna do the glowing stuff. The glowing stuff inside of the test tubes. The concoctions that this person's making. Fun. I want like a really bright neon lime green. It doesn't show up that well, sadly. I mean, this is the lime green. Doesn't show up very well. Okay. So now we're gonna make a layer underneath it. It's not gonna be attached. You're gonna still have the same color. I'm gonna color that. You don't see it, but when we go back, or I hope we can go back. We go back and take this. And then we get the eraser, not the hard one, this eraser, and just, and we have a little thing. Looks like it's more inside of it, I guess. I don't know. I think it looks fine the way it is on stuff like this and what have you. So we're probably going to keep it like that. So we'll just keep that one like that, and this one like this. We'll add some bright blues. That's a dull green. Some bright blues and reds. Let's go crazy with it. This is the last one of the set, after all. Get a pink in there. Just some very strange neon colors. You don't know what he's making them for. Like this one should be yellow. Just recolor this the yellow. Alright, we're running close on time, but we're almost finished. So I think this will be the first time we started and finished something in the same stream. Character development. Okay. Okay, not completely started and finished something entirely, but you know, what we set out to do, we'll finish it up and finish on stream. Okay, so now we need to make them glow. So we'll do this. We'll put up the right, make that normal to add glow. Go to soft, and then we'll just so we'll just glow the inside of it. We'll actually move this outside of the thing so we can get that glow on the edge right there. We'll do the same thing to this yellow. Make it a little bit white. Have this one just spot on glowing. And then have it a little bit glowing on the inside. Red, same thing. Make it a little bit brighter. Okay, that one doesn't come out as well, so we'll make it a little bit more. Pink. That one doesn't come out looking that well, so we're gonna make it again like the red, more white. So with them glowing, for them to probably show up effectively. Now I know why they didn't glow. They're on the wrong thing for some reason. They're on the line art instead of the what you call it. So we're gonna go back to our normal stuff. So we have the glow. Now we push it up. Now we should get some glow out of them. But I think we should have them on like a darker surface, so that these glows can actually be shown off a bit more. There we go. Pink. Okay, pink is gonna be very weird because it just kind of turns into this weird thing if you put too much into it. So I think you want to keep it close to the pink as possible. Just lightly going on. Yeah, it doesn't look quite right. But what do we put, like red or something like that? Yeah, the red actually makes it glow a lot better. Okay. Now turn the glow off for a second. Make these green bubbles. You're probably going to also make them glow a bit. This. Yeah, I think that looks good. It's going to come out a lot more once we do the shading for everything. Which, since this is just that, I'm going to move that into there. And this is going to be the shading. Move it down to 50%. Want more harder shadows because everything is glowing around him. So we're going to start off with the blocking a bit. So his around the edges are going to be like darkened out. But like what's in front of him is going to be just fine. I'm going to just block everything out just to make it easy. Nope. Get rounded off. I mean, we've really been experimenting with these things today. We'll keep these kind of like they are. Yeah, art's about experimenting. But I still want to keep these as like these are slimes. These are gelatin things. Gelatin boys after all. These are not like They're not going to change into something else. They have to always resemble the same thing. So, all right, for this, we're just going. Let's try the slides. No, that doesn't work. So, we're gonna actually do it the right way. All right, here. I wonder why that's like coloring as much. No, okay, makes sense. All right, just didn't get that far. There we go. There we go. And now we go here and add straight white lines, streaks. Probably more so up here or down here. Here, there. There. There we go. Okay. Glow. Let's do some experimenting with these. So we're gonna do this, and we're just gonna boop, boop, boop. And we're just gonna lower it a bit. Alright. We might add some very soft, actually hard glow, actually, for these up here. Because it's like reflecting off of everything. So give it that notion that it's reflecting. Like this is a very bright thing he's staring directly at. And softer on these because it is leather. Okay. Yeah, we'll get there. Just wanna finish this up. I'm actually gonna go back and probably darken all this anyway. Best I can. Because I know these are up here are glowing as well, so. And we're going to stop it right about here. So I'm gonna do this. Okay. See some little instances where okay. Doesn't look like it got there, but it did. There it is. Oh, I lost my thing for a second. So we're gonna kind of move this in a bit. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna put a glowy thing right here. Just to, oh man, that's a bright glow. Just to insinuate that these two are also glowing. Down here, looks kind of off, but probably soften the edges a bit. Yeah. Okay. What if we soften the edges of this as well? What would happen? Kind of hard to soften the edges here because you have glow. Yeah. That actually makes it stand out a bit more. Okay. So now let's try something a bit. So, oh, actually no, not with that. We're gonna do it with circle because the glow is coming from here, expanding there, and then we're gonna lower it. And we're going to erase all the stuff we don't want to have the glow in it. So like the eyes. And that's it. Okay. And then add some like little bit of stuff in his pupils. Probably be best to have it the same color that he's staring into the abyss with. Okay, this was a very glowy one. So I think it'd be better if we added like a. Okay, this is that. Very cool. So we're just gonna do that real quick. Gonna do it. So probably best to add like a darkish background to it, or at least a bottom to it. But I'm not sure. Let's start with just straight black. That is not going to work. Okay. So this pretty much makes this irrelevant. But if we lighten it up a bit. I think it's better if we keep it off. So we have it dark enough where they can see the outline of everything. Okay. All right. So basically, I think we kind of got it here. They look really good. Now let's do. Why is this a there? I don't know why that's the thing. So what if we made it completely white? Yeah, they still hold up. Although I wish we had like a black sticker paper. These would show up really nicely with black sticker paper, particularly like the ghost. But yeah. All right. All right. Well, I'm going to end it here for tonight. For today, we finished them. We completely finished them. So they should be and witch. What about the witch? Slime edges the mad scientist one. Slime edges on mad scientist and pumpkin and witch. I don't know what you're saying. It's just kind of going above me. But anyway, these will be these will be available as stickers in our shop in October. So keep a lookout for them. So we have a lot of fun making these. These are, I think these are either, I think these are going to be the first set for Halloween. But these are actually the second set. The first set are different. Yeah. Check out our store. Check out all the socials, the link trees and everything. My moderator just put it up in chat. So, let me move my hand over here. Special thanks to the mod for today, the person talking in the chat, keeping me on my toes. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. It's been great. I will see you guys Friday. Hopefully, we'll have a normal stream Friday. I don't know what we're going to do for that just yet, but hopefully I can figure it out then. All right, guys. See you next time.